Let's talk about it right now. We are at AT&T. I'm partying with Cowboys Nation.
I just was gonna just touch on a little bit of Cowboy stuff if I can, because I've been I was out of town working, and so I saw a lot of Twitter beef, and it seems like the Eagles, they're the content creators and all the Eagle fans on social media is just all of a sudden they've risen to the top, and they're talking a little bit of smack.
Yeah.
And how, they're the team to beat. And then the media's done it. And I love it. Hey, media, throw someone up top. I really don't care. But bottom line is, this is the same Eagles fans that were killing Hurts, that wanted to get rid of him, was begging for Watson, begging for someone else. And now all of a sudden he's proclaimed the great one. He hasn't even been competitive. It's like I tweeted to someone, how about be competitive in a game? You don't have to beat the Cowboys. Be competitive. And then maybe you can raise your level up to say that you're there. I mean, they've gotten blown out of every game, and I've been to every game at AT&T that I've been to. We've blown them out. I remember being in a bar in Orlando, sports bar, with some loudmouth Eagle fans against Andy Dalton, and they ran their mouths coming to me, my family, because we're wearing our Cowboys stuff, talking all their noise. And then a few minutes later, ended up getting their ass kicked, got blown out of the game. Not to mention they got thrown out of the bar.
Good.
And they got beat by Andy Dalton, for God's sakes. I mean, I think he threw 377 yards against them. So these guys are running their mouth. They're hanging on to that one championship. Hey, God bless. But bottom line is, if you look at the Cowboys in history, when we make our runs, they're called runs. It's not lightning in the bottle. It's not some miracle. You guys win one Super Bowl, then you're back to the bottom of the basement shortly after. That's the problem with these Eagle fans. They want to talk about their past, but it's selective history. They don't want to talk about the full history. So
yes,
someone put Jalen Hurts is better than Dak. Jalen Hurts couldn't beat out Tua at Alabama, and everyone's laughing at Tua like he's some bum in the NFL. So what do you expect? He couldn't even hold his position at Alabama. Had to transfer like a coward because he didn't want to handle the competition and go toe-to-toe. He knew it was a beaten man. No disrespect to Hurts, but that's just facts. We're just talking facts here. So we talk about the Cowboys' offensive firepower. Oh, we lost Coop. Oh, we're talking about. All right, we got to replace 800 yards. Hey, CeeDee Lamb been our number one receiver. He was the number one receiver when they drafted him. That's it. They gave him 88. He had the most targets on, for the receivers last season. He's been their number one guy. There ain't no doubt CeeDee's going to step up. You got Gallup, right? You got Tolbert's going to be doing his thing, the rookie. Believe me, that's going to be one of the steals of their draft, and a guy that they're really going to be able to count on, during the season. Plus, of course, you got Pollard and you got Zeke, and people want to hate on Zeke. Keep hating on him. It's fine. The offensive line, hopefully, is going to get a little better. People are complaining some of the guys we lost. We lost all our penalties. Randy Gregory, all our penalties are now gone, right? Connor Williams, all the penalties are gone. Lyle Collins, he didn't play half the time anyway. So, Eagle fans, enjoy yourself. Feel good, because the beauty of the NFL and the gods above us is that what they've done is they said, you know what? We need to send one more message. We need to go ahead and give a beat down on national television. So we've done it in our crib. They've come to our crib and we've beaten them down because I've witnessed it. Now we're going to do it at their home on Sunday night. And then maybe, you know what? We're going to give a little Christmas present on Christmas Eve. National television, see the Eagles get beat down again. So they always care more about us than we do about them, right? They wore their Dallas Week shirts. Coaches now, Dallas Week beat Dallas, and they get their ass kicked. You ain't never seen us wearing Eagles Week because we don't give a shit about them. They're just a homecoming opponent. Like I said, they're the team that we schedule when we want to have the parade, the floats, the guaranteed win, parade out the families, maybe have senior day or something like that. That's what the Eagles are to us, and it bothers them.
You got to bring in the alumni money.
Yeah, the alumni, they can't take it, Jimmy. So I apologize, and I'm going to get more into the Cowboys as the season gets going. But I saw my boy Jay Tuck dealing with it. Rome had to deal with it. Some other, great Cowboy content creators had to deal with this crap and this nonsense of them running their mouths. Beat us first, then run your mouth. If you beat us, then you can talk all the noise you want. Hey, man, I got to deal with it.
But it's typical Philadelphia. A week ago Saturday, I made a comment, because some, punk from Philadelphia was running his mouth. So, of course, he looks at my Twitter and he sees Falcons. So we're the normal go-to, 28-3, okay, if that's all you got. So, then we had to look at the history and how long they've been around and what they've won and their ratio of championships to years. And, we kind of, brought things to light. Yeah. And then we brought more things to light, like the last time his basketball team won any championship, 1983. The last time his hockey team won anything. The last time the baseball team. So, and when, the cumulative championships, and once you started bringing things up, then all of a sudden, they stop chirping. They can't take the truth. Yeah. Like you said, they ride these little, these little waves, and that's about it.
It's so, and I mean, some morons are so N'Kobe Dean is better than gonna be better than Micah Parsons, and all this garbage and little receivers. They had all these first-round draft pick receivers. I don't know what they're talking about. So now this one's going to make a difference. All these other busts that they drafted when they could have had, Justin Jefferson, and he took some scrub, and they talk about their front office is good. They draft like shit.
Yes,
I stand by it. So I enjoy it. And the thing is, I've hung out at AT&T with Eagle fans, and we have a great time. So it's always. It's always a few bad apples in the, that could spoil a bunch because there's nothing. I love good trash talk.
Of course.
I go to the games. It's all in good spirit. We have a good time. But when I see these guys posting this nonsense and this garbage and these stupid, just to get a reaction, which they did, it worked. Yeah. Congratulations. But that's all they want to do because they can't get it upsets them so much that no matter whatever they do, they can never get to our level in the NFC East, and it bothers them. And the NFC East is always bad if you ever notice the Eagles, it's always bad when we win it, but when they win it, it's tough.
Yeah, that was a good lead.
It's garbage.
Well, you and I were actually talking a couple weeks ago, and it was funny because what you said is correct. How is it that the biggest sports icon in their history is a fictional character? Now, no disrespect, because we love Rocky Balboa. We know all the lines from the movies, but again, he's a fictional character, and that's the most iconic sports figure in the history of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Beat down up and down the field. So now, why don't you guys pack it up? Get out of my stadium. Now that you just admitted that we're the greatest, and stare out of my face. Now can you dig it?